Welcome to the History Hunter and welcome to our small adventures with the WWII timeframe. History Hunter here and Eagle Eyes. What you see here is a typical representation of a beach on the German WWII Atlantic Wall. Hitler said, build me this wall, tens of thousands of structures running from the top of Scandinavia to the bottom of France. And they really fortified everything. But on this beach here today, it's peaceful. It's kind of like just a very harmonic and beautiful place to walk onto. But during those days, there was something really, really dangerous here. Walking here during the days when the Germans were here and the Atlantic Wall was fully established would be absolutely out of the question. And the reason for that is to be found right in front of us. Right there you have one of the most dangerous items you could ever come across on a beach on the Atlantic Wall. And what are we looking at here, Eagle Eyes?
We're looking at a German WWII mine.
This is one of the most feared weapons that was on the beaches that the Germans had on the Atlantic Wall. This is a tiny little thing, but it's put into a system. And when that system was fully operational on the beaches, this prevented any Allies invasion, and they could take out hundreds and thousands of soldiers with the system that they established. Today's little explorer is going to take us back in time. It's going to take us to a very special place where we actually going to see if we can find the traces of the past, the German activity, and a very special happening that took place on a beach. So let's go out and find the past together right now. This is the location where something really special is going to happen today. And where are we, Eagle Eyes?
We're still on Hitler's Atlantic Wall.
We are still on Hitler's Atlantic Wall. And this is a part of the Atlantic Wall where the Germans really meant business. And we are going to prove to you that that took place right here.
So on this stretch of beach, there's a very powerful hidden German WWII weapon system.
Hello, friend. We are looking for the German soldiers. Have you seen them? No? All right, thank you. What happened here is not unique on the Atlantic Wall. It actually happened in many of the locations where the Germans had their fortification systems, because the beach, that was one of the places that they really had to stop the enemy. And they did that in many ways. But one of the ways they did that happened right here. And they did that massively with thousands and thousands of units that was placed here to keep the Allies out from invading.
So this here is the Atlantic Wall. It stretches from the top of Scandinavia to the bottom of France.
Absolutely, it stretches all that way with tens of thousands of features. And we are here somewhere along the Atlantic Wall. And this is where we're going to share this little story with you here today. So what did happen here in the dunes or even down at the beachhead? Well, you have to understand how the Atlantic Wall worked. The Atlantic Wall consisted first of huge fortresses. That was the main structures with the huge gun positions and all of that looking like this. And in between you have Stützpunkts, and then you have open stretches of beaches, maybe something like this. And in these areas where they had these huge stretches of beaches, they needed to have a weapon system that could take care of business on the beachheads, in the sand dunes, and all of that. But what was that weapon system? Eagle Eyes found the first little trace of what actually happened here. And that is a beautiful piece of history, actually. First, you can see there's a huge thing here that used to be part of the system here. But Eagle Eyes, show them exactly what you found and let us see what it is.
It's barbed wire.
Right there. If you hold your hand on the back side so you can see it with contrast like this, this is the first proof. This is German World War II combat barbed wire. Can you see that? And that is right here now in these high sand dunes. And why is the barbed wire fence system inside the sand dunes? Well, that's because this used to be on lower ground. But the sand dunes here are so tall. Let me show you. They are so tall and they blow around in the wind, and the sand is being transported meters high every year, and then suddenly pieces of the system comes out from the sand dunes, and now suddenly it is way higher up here. And look here, right here, one of the other tubes that used to hold the German World War II barbed wire fence system, and even here you can see the barbed wire still coming out from the ground.
So this is the weapon system that the Germans had all over the Atlantic Wall.
Yes, guys, here you can see it. This is the weapon system. See here? This is a minefield. Minenfeld 3 or minefield number 3. Where's minefield number 1, Eagle-Eyes? It's here.
Yeah.
Minenfeld 1, Minenfeld 2 und then Minenfeld aus Schreckladung.
Oh yeah.
Meaning they had a small minefield, but also a explosive charge device to make life difficult for anyone who tried to get in. This is like a peninsula on the Atlantic Wall, and this is why we are here. We are here to share with you a very special thing that happened here, because on the Atlantic Wall there was thousands of minefields, and right here where we are, right here at this location, there was something really special happening in a very dark autumn day when there was a very, very strong storm, and that storm resulted in something really, really tragic for the German troops and the locals, and you can even find traces of that here today. On that special day when that storm raged, it was all about this. On this beach, the Germans were relocating a lot of mines, and that tragic night something special happened. They collected a lot of mines and put them in some piles, and during the night there was a huge storm coming in, and the next day the storm has removed a ton of mines, and we are talking hundreds of mines. And what the Germans initially wanted to really do here, if you take that, Elias, they wanted to make sure that the beach and the beachhead was minenfrei, meaning they collected the mines here to remove them, but that was prevented by this massive storm that came in. So what we are here to do is to see if we can find even the smallest trace of that single event. And there's a very special twist on this story that we're going to share with you later. So just be here with us and watch the videos in full, because that's how we can support our work. But also, if you want to support our work, check out this. That, my friend, is a German World War II S-mine display, and we create and give them away to our Patreon team members. This is a German Soldatenheim little shadow box. This is a 9mm munition box. Everything here is original. These are artifacts from the Second World War, and we give them away to our Patreon team members. If you want to check out how to become a Patreon team member, there's a link here in the video description where it says more. Just click that, then you click the link for the Patreon, and then you'll see how you can become a Patreon team member, and you will in the end up with something absolutely spectacular, some small artifacts from the Second World War, and we will share history in a very special way together. Yes, we give away to all of you kind people who kind of attach to our Patreon thing, and every month we create these beautiful shadow boxes with the artifacts that we find, and we give them away to you to check out the possibility to become a Patreon team member. Here where it says more, you can click on that, and then you click here on that Patreon link, and you can become a Patreon team member, support us to go out and find and share even more special history with all of you. So today we want to see if we can find any traces of that little moment in time when that accident took place, and that took place actually right here, and especially on the other side of the sand dunes. So what we thought that we wanted to do was to bring a metal detector here. We're just going to see if there could be something that is laying around here, because as far as our research has told us, this is where they placed hundreds, if not thousands, of mines in this little depression here. And we're going to first do this area and see if there's anything here that could tell us that the Germans actually had their activity here. And then we're going to go down to the beach area and we're going to see that. And we got some tools with us. We got a macro multi-cruiser metal detector, got a couple of spade, and Eagle Eyes has a pinpointer, which is just basically a tool that helps us to find the metal. The battery is empty. Okay, we're going to change that. So that's what we're going to use. So let's see if there are any traces here from the past right here. I've set up the machine to work with a deep 4-tone program. You have to go a bit slower. And all I'm going to do is to see if there are any metal signals here. There could be barbed wire and all of that, but we're just going to hope to see if there are any pieces of the mines here or something like that. Well, you know, that is really heavy duty metal. Oh, look here. Oh my goodness, Eagle Eyes. That is the artillery shell fuse piece. Eagle Eyes got this thing here. And it just kind of bumped out of the sand, and I think...
Yes, it is.
Yes!
It's a button.
It's a button. It's a German... Is it a here button?
Yes.
Wow! That is cool. That means, ladies and gentlemen, that the German soldiers were right here. There's a lot of sun here, so I'm struggling to find out what is shadow and not. Look at that. That is a German here button. That is really, really cool. We found the exact spot where the Germans stockpiled the mines, because this belonged to a German soldier. And yes, it was the German soldiers who removed the mines on the Atlantic Wall after the war was ended. Eagle Eyes is having a go, trying to find the past. You find something there?
Yeah.
Oh, scheiße. Oh my goodness.
That was the piece I had.
That is definitely piece. Ooh, that is most definitely not just anything. That is a huge piece that could be from the mines. That is massive. Where? Oh, 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 Eagle Eyes, Eagle Eyes. This is the proof. Oh wow. See what that is?
Wonder who hit the jackpot.
What is it?
K98 round.
792 caliber?
Yeah.
Maybe you can check the back there. Wow. Look there, guys. The German soldiers. Is it fired? Yeah, it's fired. Why is it fired? Do you think they saw an Allied aircraft coming in?
Maybe.
The Allied really strafed this area a lot because of some huge investments that the Germans had here on the Atlantic Wall. And we're going to share more of that later, but that is cool. Another clue of what took place here. See if we can find the date, Eagle Eyes. Cool, let's continue. Wow, we think we found a little piece of the puzzle. Look here, look there. Could that be a 792?
Put me in.
You can try and see if it fits.
No.
Is it too big? Is it just rusted or what?
I think it's too big.
This is bigger, isn't it?
It only fits this way. But then it go boom.
No. It could be rusted, but it looks like a 792. Is it big, too big? Hold it like that. Like, let me see. Hold it like this. I think. Try and wriggle it a little bit more here.
Oh, then you destroyed this.
This is a 792 bullet tip, guys. Definitely. Just found that. That is a... We think this is the top end of a artillery shell. I can see threads there. Then there would be a fuse attached to the top there. You can see the curvation of that huge piece. This is a shrapnel piece from most likely artillery shells, maybe from 88s or something, that the Germans hammered up into the sky to get the Allies. Wow, that is awesome. We're gonna bring that. because the Allies tried to get the Germans here. So, but it's very thick wall. Could it be from a bomb? Interesting. That thing there is just laying on the ground. And Eagle Eye said, Daddy, I know what it is. And what is it?
It's a K98 clip.
That is cool. Can you give me the cartridge?
Oh yeah.
How cool. It was just laying on the surface here. Maybe we can kind of show them what this thing is. No, it's very, very rusty.
Yeah, it's
But hold it so it can see where it was. This clip is used to push 5 of these rounds into a K98 Mauser rifle, and you can see it's very corroded, but you can see the curvation here. Is there a number on this thing? Wow, this is brass and the inlay here is iron, so you can see that is rusted and this is brass. Wow. All right, that is cool, Eagle Eyes. You can hold on to that one, don't lose it. I'll continue here while Eagle Eyes is going to do something special. Let me show you. He's going to talk to this new friend of ours. And he tells us, you're going to tell us where the mines are? Hopefully he will. Just give him some grass, he'll tell you anything.
Oh no, we just threatened him with McDonald's.
We threaten him with the word McDonald's, and then he will run away. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's a piece of the bottom of one of the S-mines. A very heavy, thick metal piece that's circular. And could match the diameter of the S-mine as well. That's one of the pieces that will be fragmented. It's cast iron, will be smashed to pieces and then fly off everywhere. Got a little fragment there. There's something here. Where is that? Here? Somewhere here. Let's see if we can find the pinpointer. Oh, it's not that deep. Use this as a tool. Where? Is that a big thing? What is that? Ooh! Eagle Eyes! Come and see, come and see. Holy pancake, I think I found what we came for. You have got to be kidding me. Can you see that?
Oh, I see.
You know what that is?
Yep.
Wow. Uh-oh, let's see if there's something down there. Because this could be one of 2 things. Oh. Wow.
Why does it look so new?
Because it's in the sand.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
here and it's not in this. This is dry almost all the time. Wow.
Makes sense.
This is a S-mine detonator.
Cool.
Just like the one here. Wow. It's been kind of damaged there. This is this is not a dangerous piece whatsoever as it is now. Wow. That is crazy, guys. Look here. At this exact spot, the German soldiers, Franz and Wilhelm and Karl, they cleared mines. And they cleared mines, and this is what they left. This is one of the mine detonators. And up here somewhere, there's, I'm going to be a bit careful with it, but up here, there's actually a date and a producer code right here somewhere. And yeah, it's right there. Yeah, you can start to see some letters there. I'm not going to scrape that too much because this is going to be passed on to one of you guys. I think it actually says 1938. So this was built with one purpose, to be on top of an S-mine and to be able to wipe out any of the enemies coming up through the dunes here. Or maybe this was actually down at the beach line. I'm not sure. Wow, love that. That is, for me, what it's all about. This is the connection between the past and the present and the story, and it connects it all together to create context for you to see, watch, enjoy and learn from. And I'm so happy with that. We're going to do a little bit more around here now, and then we're going to go up to the other side of the dunes, and that is where the very special twist of the plot comes in, and you're gonna see something really spectacular. This is where the story takes a little twist. Could you please hold that, Eagle Eyes? This is where my daughter, Bunker Buster Girl, who is a very active girl, she goes out and she do a lot of walks, and she was in this region. And when she came to this beach here, she wanted to have a stroll, and suddenly, just here, this has transformed just within the few last years with almost a couple of meters of sand now. It didn't look like this. And what she found here in the sand dunes was rather spectacular. She found more than 87 S-mines, fully visible, fully intact in this area where we're walking right now. And during those days, the sand, as you can see on the beachhead there now, wasn't there. It was just cobble rock, and she could just walk here because it was after storm again, and she could just walk everywhere here, and the mines were poking up everywhere. So she counted 87 mines. She contacted me, and I said, just bring a metal detector, just have a walk around and see if you can find more, and she did. And then we had to call the bomb squad, and the bomb squad came. They sorted out 89 mines. The day after, me and Bunker Buster Girl, we went here with a metal detector, and we found 17 more. So the bomb squad had to be called again, and what do you know, they didn't come before a lot of days after, and they picked up the 17 mines that we had flagged for them. And then the day after that, we went here and we find 9 more. Nevertheless, that is exactly right here. So what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna have a little kind of walk around here with the metal detector and see if anything could still be here. I really doubt it, because I can see the beach has transformed enormously, like several meters of sand on top here. So let's see if we can find pieces of what happened right here. And let me tell you a little bit more about the story of why these mines were here. So what the bomb squad did, they blew up the mines. Yeah, and that was a huge boom, you can imagine. And but they're still out here. Not only on this beach, but at many other beaches. And every time you find a very strong iron signal, it could really be one of them. After the bomb squad blew up these things, there's a lot of pieces laying around after these mines, and there are a lot of different smaller pieces as debris, and you can actually find that. But of course, also you might be able to come across the actual mines that are still here, because it's not that easy. It's not like you can go down and just say you found all of them, because you don't, because the Germans put thousands upon thousands of them around. And I've been to another beach once where I single-handedly found 14 mines within half an hour, and they were actually stacked on top of each other. And some of them were just everywhere. They were just everywhere. And then when you find that many, the only thing you can do, you have to contact the police, and they'll take care of it. And you just flag it, give them the coordinates, and then they come. And they actually often also tell you to stay and wait, but that could take hours, and sometimes I don't want to bother with that. But believe me, when you find one of them, you have to be responsible and tell them to get them. But sometimes you actually don't even have time to do that. So just leave a little flag, give them coordinates, and then you go on. All right, you guys got something here. Yeah, there it is. Let me see. Oh yes.
What's that?
Let me show you. When the bomb squad came, they blew them up. You can see some of these pieces. Yeah, this is definitely one of them. When they blow them up, you can see the steel balls that are inside. They will make an imprint of these pieces here. And you can see, you can't see that easily, but there are round indentations in this metal. And that's because inside the S-mines there were steel balls. to make as much damage as they can. And this is one of the outer kind of circular containers, if you could say, that held the bomb or the mine together. And this is one of the pieces of that. And sometimes you can also find the steel balls actually down here. So this is 100% for sure a German S-mine piece. How cool is that? See this here? These are the actual steel balls that was here, or was in the S-mines. You see that? They're all over the place inside here. I think there are some here as well, but it's a bit difficult to dig and hold and do all of this. But nevertheless, these here are the steel balls that was in the S-mines. And the S-mines, they were actually stored right here on the beach here, and then they transported thousands of miles back and forth in this little land area here. And this is where the storm came in and flushed everything back and forth. The Germans had stacked some here a little bit further up, and the storm came in and just eradicated all of that and spread it all over this area here. And today you can actually find proof of that right here. See here? There is one of the steel balls. It's just laying here. There's another one of the steel balls just laying here.
Hey guys, this is the lower part of a German S-mine detonator.
Yeah, it's one of the lowest sections that was screwed on there. Cool. You guys help me with this one. See here? This one looks very, very nice. Can we see if we can get it up, guys? I think the prongs are here, so we have to kind of remove these rocks. Oh, there's something here. We have to. Can we get that, guys?
Maybe.
Careful, careful. Take that away. Let's see. Are the prongs here? This is one of the S-mine.
Can't see them.
Yeah, I think they are. They're just stuck there. Wow.
Only two.
Only two. Look at that, guys. That is what I'm talking about. We have now found the most absolute proof. Do you agree, guys?
Yeah.
That right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the minefield was, because you would never find anything like this if it hadn't been for the minefield being right here. That makes it all come together. That makes all of this work, all of this research and this travel, it pays off with a reward like this. Wow. This embankment here of sand didn't used to be here just 3 or 4 years ago. So all the sand has filled up like 1.5 meters. It was cobble rock like all of that you see. So the stockpile of the mines that the Germans had here, I read a report that there was about 570-80 mines stockpiled right here, and the Germans managed in the beginning of the storm night to remove a lot of them, and then the decision was made that it was too unsafe for the soldiers and all of that, and they just left it. They came back the next day, everything was shattered and spread all over the place. The sand has come up like 1/2 meter up here, and it was covering all the rocks, and then all the mines sank down in between the rocks. And then so many years after, Bunker Buster Girls makes the discovery and they find 90 plus mines. It is absolutely crazy, but that is just a tiny part of the tens of thousands, even hundreds and millions of mines that the Germans put up here. But just imagine today, if you have a little stroll, a little walk here, you don't know anything about that unless you do the research and you travel and you find that great history and share it with other people. There you go. So many things still out there. Just a little thing before I continue. If you want to help us out to reach more locations like this, you know, we do have this super thanks feature here. That is basically your opportunity to help us out to get some gasoline into the camper van and go out and find and share even more interesting projects. Also, we have this PayPal donation thing here. Just click here where it says more find that PayPal link thing, click that, and whatever comes in will help us to go out and find and share even more. I thought I'd just wrap it up here quickly. Fascinating place, and we also learned something now regarding another area there, but that's going to be another thing coming up. But I just wanted you to see some of the things that we found and put them into context. So this is the S-Mine. This is a 3D printed thing, plastic. It's not dangerous. People have commented, why do you have a dangerous thing there? It's plastic, all right? But this thing here is one of the most incredible things that I've ever found. I found this in the ground at a munition storage that the Germans had. This is how it came up. And have a look there. Actually date 1940 RR561. And I couldn't believe my eyes when I found that. That was kind of wrapped in some kind of greasy paper, and that is the condition. So if you compare that to that one, which is found in sand, and then you can see this one, you can definitely see there's a difference. So this was conserved and protected by the elements, by the grease paper at the munition storage, and I just kept it because I've never found any items from the Second World War that looks like that after 70 plus years in the ground, and I kind of just have it there so you can see that it's a real thing. Nevertheless, we found 3 of these. It proves that the German mines were there, and there's actually here on this one we found just as we were leaving, and it says, I think it says 1940 there. Yeah. So this we think is a piece of artillery shell. You can see the band here that made the artillery shell twist in the barrel. Very, very strange to see that huge clump here. You can see the perforated metal that is actually the ones that goes around inside, and you can see the steel balls. These are the pieces that made this indentation there when it exploded. The Germans did explode some of the mines themselves on the beaches, so it could very well be from that. These are other type of detonators that you can find out there. These are for the bigger telemines, and the same thing goes with these. Can you see that? 1941. They are marked, and we found a lot of them earlier, and they will all end up like this. You can see this. If you become a Patreon team member, there's a link there, as I told you. You can find that here where it says more, and then click the Patreon thing. We give these away to our supporters, so you can have a beautiful piece of World War II history yourself. And all of these pieces will be passed on to our supporters in the end. Nevertheless, these are detonators for the telemines. These are detonators that there will be a pull string in, and they could be like that, coming from the side here, side there, and they could use a lot of steel wires, trip wires. So this one would be a trip wire detonator, and this one is like you touch this, boom, this goes down, and also Eagle Eyes wanted you to see what he tried to do out there. This is the clip we found, and we found 2 of the cartridges, a tip, and he said this is what it looks like. So he just wanted you to see it. This is what it looks like, a full kind of clip setup, and you have the button. Why is it so bad in focusing? Yeah, it takes some time. All right, that's it. Thank you for being still here. It's a long video, but a lot of you ask for longer videos, and that's what we're doing right now and testing that out. The YouTube algorithm isn't that kind towards the material type that we present, so they're not kind of helping us out as much as they used to. So you guys have to help us out to watch the videos in full. Don't skip the video. If I make a video from 0 to 30 minutes and you skip, there's no point. You could rather watch a sleeping cat in a Chinese high-rise building getting 50 million views, and there's no point, no context. So do that if you want to. But here we work very hard to create what you see. So we appreciate if you watch the videos in full. All right, that's the story about the dangerous S-Mine on the beaches. Hope you enjoy that. We will definitely be back soon with more material. And as you know, History is everywhere, so just keep looking for it and you will find it. Thank you. See you later. Stay safe, keep smiling, and bye-bye.